Today we are going to start MA1 kit practice questions. First chapter is cost units, cost classification, and profit reporting. Question number one, which one of the following would not be a cost unit in hospital? What is the cost unit? He said would not. Okay. What is a cost unit? Cost unit is a unit of the product or the service in relation to which cost is measured. That is the cost unit. Patient night is a cost unit for the hospital. Ward bed is also cost unit for hospital. X-ray department. It's a department. It's not a cost unit. So option C is right option. Canteen meal. A canteen meal is also a cost unit. Canteen measures the cost in terms of canteen meal. Now the next question. Which of the following is the best description of the direct cost? Direct cost includes direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses. All these three elements are directly identifiable with the cost unit. A cost which is directly shared by one or the more cost centers, it is not the direct cost. A cost that can be directly traced to a cost unit, that is the direct cost, which can be easily identified or directly charged or directly identified with the cost unit. A cost that is paid for in cash, no. A cost that is incurred by the factory, this is the factory cost. Next, which of the following is most likely to be treated as indirect cost by the car manufacturer? Indirect cost by the car manufacturer. He informed the business. So, what is sheet metal for the car body? This is your direct material. Wages for the production line, direct labor, direct material, direct labor. Lubricants for the machine, this is your indirect cost. Fabric for the seat, it is also direct material. So option C is right option. Next, which of the following is most likely to be treated as indirect cost by a computer manufacturer? Business nature is computer manufacturer. Production line workers, that is direct workers, direct labor. Microchip, direct material, it is the main element. Plastic housing for the computer bodies, that is also direct material, easily identified. Factory supervisor wages, this is your indirect cost. Indirect labor, and indirect labor is part of indirect cost. Now, next question. Which of the following costs would be most likely to be illustrated by the diagram given below? First, we decide the diagram relates which cost. On y-axis, you have total cost, and on x-axis, you have activity level. The graph is parallel to the x-axis. It means it is the graph of fixed cost. Graph is the fixed cost graph. We have decided from the graph, it relates to the fixed cost. Okay, now we will decide which option is right option. A option, total material cost, it is your variable cost. Factory rent, it's your fixed cost. Wages cost, variable cost. Telephone expense, mixed cost. So option B is right option because the graph shown is fixed cost graph. Option B is right option. Next, which of which description best fits to the cost curve shown below? First of all, we decide about the cost curve or the diagram relates to the on x-axis you have activity level always, but on y-axis now you have cost per unit. This is the graph of fixed cost per unit. Because fixed cost in total is constant, but per unit it behaves inversely. If units increases, cost decreases. If units decreases, cost increases. Now we will decide which option is right option. Direct material cost per unit. This is your variable cost. Labor, variable cost. Variable production, variable cost. Fixed production cost per unit. Option D is right option. Okay. Now, question number 3.7. Which of the following is the best description of the step fixed cost? Now, I have to calculate the step fixed. Oh, sorry. What is the step fixed cost? A cost with both fixed element and the variable element. This is your semi-variable cost. A cost which increases as the level of activity increases. This defines the variable cost. A cost which is fixed no matter what the activity level. This is your fixed cost definition. A cost which is fixed for the certain level of activity and then increases. Fixed cost converted to the step fixed cost after a certain activity level because machine have producing capacity. If we need more units, I need one more machine, and we have to charge the depreciation for the new machine also. So if units increases, your depreciation expense will also increase. This is your step fixed cost. Now, the next question, that is 3.8. Which of the following would not be illustrated diagram shown below? Which is not shown in the diagram below. On x-axis, you have cost per unit. And on y-axis, you have activity level. Direct material cost per unit is shown. Direct labor per unit is shown. Fixed production cost is not shown. So option C is right option.